Hello, adventurers. That is a beautiful MSC World America in the back. Welcome to Ocean Key, MSC's private island here in the Bahamas. Let's turn it around this way. That's the welcome area. That's kind of where you get off the ship. This is kind of the walkway area. That is the excursion, like chicken station, if you will. They do have some jet skis over here. I think maybe some stand-up paddleboards, that kind of stuff. You want to just kind of check either before you get on board or once you're on board with the excursion team. We've got like a welcome center here. There is transportation located up front should you need that, because it is quite of a walk throughout the island to get to some of the beaches. There's different paths you can take. Everything is paved, so you don't have to worry about rocky terrain or having issues getting around as far as uneven pavement. This is just kind of the walk-in area. We've got some shops. Pathway down there between these two shops should lead you, see the lighthouse in the background maybe? That should lead you to the lighthouse area and things such as that. There's that way, there's the lighthouse. There's like this beach area in front of that, off to the side of that, and then there's more actually wrapped around to the back of it. So plenty of beaches to explore. This is an example of some of the bathrooms they have here. They have plenty of bathrooms staffed. They've been clean and taken care of while I've been here for sure. There's showers, things like that. And then we have over here a little bar. You will see bars throughout the island. If you have the drink package, they do work here, but there are some things that are not included, such as there's an ice cream shop that we're getting ready to see here in a minute, and the ice cream is not included. And I'm not sure if the coffees are or not. You would just want to check on the island. So I'll kind of show you this. It's a nice little area though. Coffees. And then ice cream. It's fun. And then you can see again, we've still got some more paths to walk. I'll point out this map. There are a few maps located throughout. I would kind of just suggest taking a picture and just that way you can see where you're going. So let's walk this way. They do kind of have some labels. As far as here we go, here's how we're getting around. So I'm gonna go towards the North Island. I think that's what it's called. But the pathways are nice. It's a good walk. So, if you want some exercise, I guess you could miss the gym today and go here. This is all staffing, so it's nothing you can go inside of, basically. I've heard that this is new. As of date, I do not know, but I've heard that this basketball court is new, and it looks like they might be building something behind it. I'm not really sure, so maybe stay tuned and see what it is. They did just open their conservation camp. They did just open their conservation camp, which was located when you get off the ship. It's to the right of the blue big entrance area. I guess it's maybe kind of like a lighthouse. Anyway, it's got like an observation station where you can kind of see all the things that they are doing to give back to the environment. That's the nice thing here about Ocean Cay. They really care about the environment and taking care of it and getting the ocean back to making sure our sea life is safe. Pretty. Again, this is just more staffing and housing, but it's very pretty. Up here is where they're gonna have the buffet later. You just want to check the times for when they serve food there. Yesterday they had ribs, let's see, some like shrimp kebabs, hamburgers, things like that. So just a pretty standard buffet on an island as far as things go, and drinks and things like that. You needed them. Over here is one of the beaches. This is called Seekers Cove, I believe. It's really pretty. I mean, all of the beaches here have just been absolutely gorgeous, for sure. You just kind of want to pick which one you think would be the best. I honestly, personal opinion is coming to these ones that are in the back. I guess what they're considering the North Shore. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. But because it was peaceful, it was calm. It was definitely that island chill feel, whereas I felt like the ones up front by the at Lighthouse itself didn't have as much chairs, and it was just more people. It was more crowded. This is a rental station, so like for pool mats and things like that. And here's that buffet area I was talking about. There's another one on the other side of the island if you wanted that, and it actually looks different. I won't walk both sides, sorry, it's a lot of walking. This is the cabana desk rental, so if you did get a cabana, you can go this way and meet with them. I'll also point out coming up here in a minute. Okay, so here is this side, and then it loops all the way around, so you could kind of see this is one just really large, kind of like a lagoon style beach. There's no waves. It's just really pretty and peaceful, but you can see there's plenty of chairs all around this whole circle area. And then over here is where a couple of the food trucks are. I don't know if you can see them because of the way the sun is this morning. It's pretty bright and sunny, which we like. But there's a couple of food trucks. There's some over here, and then you'll see some on another spot of the island. And basically, it is two included, except for they do, I think, have a lobster item that you can upcharge and pay separate for. But otherwise, like the it's like hamburgers, hot dogs. There may be one other thing, and I think like a pasta or something like that. Here's another transportation pavilion. You can see they do have wheelchairs that are accessible to the sand, which is always nice to point out. Oh. They really did a great job on this island. If you don't know the history behind it and how they essentially brought it back to life, if you will, because it was a dump area. And again, MSC is doing as much as they can to give back to the environment. So check out, I think there's a documentary on it, and it's really cool. So we're just gonna keep walking. There's another bar. I liked this beach, and then the one on the opposite side of it, I like that one as well. If you want to hear the ocean waves, in case I don't make this video last until that, because it's a really long haul, there are ocean waves on that other beach facing more outward, but this is more kind of a calm, like I said, lagoon style, I guess you could call it. And plenty of beaches, y'all. They do have like some little sand activities, games, volleyball. The cabanas you can kind of see out here. I don't know if you can see under behind that tree or not. As far as rental goes, I'm not sure on cost or anything like that. I'm not super familiar with that, but they do have that option. I'll just show you kind of on this side. So that's like an example of one of the cabanas. It's got chairs, and looks like they have some of the like ocean mats on the chairs, so maybe that's also included. Look how pretty it is. So peaceful. So while I'm walking, I'll also talk about the light show that they have at night. For us, they had it twice. I'm not sure if that is normal or if it's just because of the selling that I'm actually on currently. But it was at 11:30 p.m. and again at 12:30 p.m. The shows are slightly different, but they do this really cool light show on the lighthouse. It's very pretty. You can get off the ship, guests can get off the ship at 11 o'clock, and then all call back on board is at 1:30 a.m. Yes, so they did like the white night and it was just fun party music, that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, they do the light show those times. It's once or twice during that time frame. How pretty it is. I thought it was cool. It was really fun to see. Now, our particular cabin, I could have stayed in my cabin on my side of the ship that I was on, and where I was located forward, I could see it from my cabin. However, I wanted to experience it on the island. I just thought it was really cool that I could actually get off the ship so late and board back in. So I checked out. This is a little walking bridge that's going to lead you to that opposite side of the island that we were looking at. So you can see, yes, it is still quite a bit of a walk, and I've paused the video some in between. I'm trying not to go super fast, but check that view out. So pretty. So pretty. It's just another view of that beautiful ocean. Okay, up here is coming our ocean house. So Ocean House is for the yacht club members only. So if you're not in the yacht club, you will not be allowed to have access to this beach over here and the things of that nature. There is a designated area for yacht club guests to go for those yacht club guests to go and sit and be then escorted to the yacht club area, which is, if you don't know about yacht club, it's pretty amazing. Like, everything is included as far as drinks, Wi-Fi, a butler, things like that, and they will take care of you for sure. So questions about that you can definitely ask, or you can reach out to your travel advisor. Okay, we made it all the way to that beach that I was talking about that I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it to. So if you stuck this long, awesome. But this is the beach that's gonna have more of the waves. So if you wanted to hear the waves, the crashing the waves, the seagulls, because yes, they're everywhere, then this would kind of be that feel, the ocean sound. Over here we do have some kayaking, it looks like. Some people are kayaking this morning, and again, some jet skis. So, and they do have some boats. I'm not really sure on that. It's my first time on this island, so I don't know quite as much about it as I do some with rentals and things like that. And then over here again is just the opposite side of that Village Hill Beach. If you keep walking, it kind of circles around, and then I don't know that it connects to the side of the island that has the lighthouse and things like that. So if that's important, but there's plenty of seating. I just found it super easy. I mean, I'm out early this morning, which I always recommend if you're on a private island for any cruise line. Get there early so you can enjoy the benefits of this. And then the background is just a beautiful backdrop of that gorgeous MSC America. There are other ships that go here as well. You just kind of want to check the itineraries if coming to this private island is on your bucket list. Well, as we end this video, just kind of want to show you, because if you know me, I want to know how clear the water is. And it is absolutely clear. Like, look. You can see my toes. It's beautiful. And it's clear and it's calm. You can swim in it. Alright guys, sorry for the long video. Hope you found it helpful as you plan or think about coming to Ocean Cay here on MSC's private island. Thanks for watching.